Live and local soccer. Proudly sponsored by Home Appliance Center. Hometown Restyling. I'm on Communications. And Walton Collision Center. This is a presentation of KCRG TV 9 Sports. It's live and local soccer, only on KCRG 9.2.
And a good evening, everyone. Hopefully you have a chance to stay with us all night long. We've got some doubleheader soccer for you. We're going to start with the girls here tonight, City High versus West High. West High is technically the home team here on this side of the town, Jen, and we got fingers and toes crossed that the weather's holding.
We sure do. We sure do. I think we're lucky that we've got the weather guy here with us tonight and keeping us posted on this stuff too. So yes, as you guys see here, we are getting ready here for the national anthem. We will see starters pull up here with it, but that is one of those things that we've got ready. We're ready for a good game here and ready to go. All right, with that, like we said here, we've got City High taking on Iowa City West here. Iowa City High comes in with a 1-4 record with their last few games that they've had. Had some tough competition as we talk to coaches here and getting some ideas on, feeling like they're rebuilding. Younger team, experienced, lost a senior that was supposed to be a senior this year and moved actually out of the country with it. But City High comes in playing Xavier here actually on Tuesday. Had a Xavier, which is ranked 7th here in the state for 2A. Had a 6-0 loss there. Had West Liberty prior to, Iowa City Liberty, Muscatine, and DeWitt. So with their win that they had was against West Liberty, and so that's where they are with their 1-4 start. And Iowa City West comes in here with a 5-1 start for the season. So lots of good things from them. With Iowa City West, they had Waller with a 9-0 win here on Tuesday. Solon, which is ranked number 13th within the state for the 2A, with a 4-2 win. Again, that's a solid win for them as well. Cedar Rapids Wash with a 10-0 run. Des Moines Roosevelt here for winning over Des Moines Roosevelt here with a 3-2 win. And then we got Bettendorf with a 3-0 loss. And with that, we've got our list of starters here for Iowa City West with it. They are going to be coming in with a strong group here. We've got Eastfold in the keeper position. Ellie Mazzona here at defender here. We got Haran with the defender position. Martinez in the defender position. We've got Anna Goski here with that forward position. Alex Held here as the midfield. Tanis with the defender position. Thorne, Mead, and then Heineck here then sitting in for that side of the West with their starters here.
West High moving the ball actually fairly well while you were talking about starters there, Jen, and looks like we're going to be seeing a goal kick restart here coming up for Iowa City City High.
And what we kind of anticipate tonight here as we looking in for the continuing of play. We're going to see West put a lot of pressure with that. Very content with keeping that ball movement, using their space. Very attacking mindset with it, and continue to see that. You know, the shots, you're going to see a lot of shots from outside the 18 as well, and being that comfortable with it and not backing down. Some of those players that we're going to watch here tonight for West, you're going to see Fuentes here, that is going to be one of those gals that continues to bring the power and going through. And you've got your City High lineup there in front of you. We've got Golnick in the goal. We got Lucella as well, Gray, Sanchez, Rogers, Demirist, Torres, Drake, Fisher, Mendoza, and Haynes is coming in there. So excited to see what we've got here for the night ahead.
And of those names you mentioned, I'm counting at least 3 of them are freshman level, kind of like you had just talked about a little bit of a younger team there on City High. And to have a strong schedule in the front, we alluded to it last week if you saw the broadcast, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to have some good challenges there in the front part of your season. Yeah,
and that is, again, one of those things that they talked about too, that you're going to see some of that, maybe not, you know, comfortable with everything that they've got when it comes to the learning of it, the aspect, but building and continue to develop and bring that tight-knit group together too.
Throw in coming in here for Iowa City West. That's Watt Harone bringing that in.
City taking their time to get that ball in. Good possession here, and City not backing down. Trying to find that connecting factor. West definitely taking advantage and using that outside. Good battle here with City. That's Rogers with that battle.
Yeah, good defense there down near the edge. That could have feasibly turned into a shot on goal. It was a nice defense from City High to bring that back to the outside.
Yes. Sofia Fuentes with that shot from West. Again, keep an eye out on her. She is definitely one of those players that is a playmaker. Connecting, has 7 assists so far. And like you said, she's a sophomore. City doing a great job moving the ball, creating that space, making those defenders move with them.
Yeah, trying their best on it's tough to tell on the television, but this is an extremely wide soccer field. So if you're able to spread yourself out like that, you naturally get the defense to possibly give you a few seams. So I think that might be what City High is aiming for right now. At least that's what they were doing there in their last possession.
Yep, Heineck there with possession, and we've got Alex Held doing a good job. Heineck again with that ball at her feet. Heineck way over that goal. Again, not letting up. City's got to do a good job tonight of really focusing on those touches, those first touch, and having that distribution quicker. The one thing that Coach had talked about too with the gals is continuing to get better at that first touch, knowing that we're going to have that pressure right away. And when that high pressure happens, sometimes the panic can happen too.
Yep.
And just having that comfortable standpoint, knowing what to do with that ball before that ball's at our feet.
Yep, I fully agree with you there.
Continuing to use that space. So you're doing a great job of taking that, moving that ball. Should be West ball here.
Yep, sure is. Throw in coming in from Martinez. Beautiful pass.
Yes, right there. Fuentes with that ball at her feet, exactly what she wants. Beautiful crossover and to the left. Good follow. Great capture there by the keeper. Golnick did a great job of getting her hands on that one and not letting that second opportunity happen.
That second opportunity could have been disastrous, but she just got on top of that just in the nick of time.
Yep. Tanis here back with the ball, working it around here.
There's the replay. Watch that. Bam! She got there just in time. Nice work. Nice work to save that.
Again, those second opportunities you definitely want to diminish and not have.
No. Unless you're a defender, then you're like, hey, I'll take that.
When you've got girls coming.
Oh, now you got to talk it out.
Yep.
I got to talk it out. Oh, no. I knew she had an empty net.
Gosick, one of those gals that we want you to keep an eye on here tonight,
Yeah.
number 10.
Oh, my gosh.
Senior here, got past the keeper with a great touch and continued to move around her. Just could not get those hips quite around and find the back of the net. Did find a net, just the outside.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. She's going to think about that one all night. Drive home, day tomorrow, during the weekend. It's all right. You're only 8 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
You got plenty of time to get another shot like that.
And as we've seen, we've definitely played more on the attacking end for West here tonight. Fuentes again, finding that ball at her feet, continuing it in that turn. She is deadly with that turn back to the goal and being able to get that touch if it's the right side or left side. I've seen both on her already.
Golnick's going to be busy, I have a feeling. I believe that was the 4th shot on goal already. I don't have the official stats in front of me, but I believe we're on shot number 4 there by West.
You know, something to talk about, too, is Golnick this year so far, both of these teams have had, stat-wise, has done a really good job of, you know, stops on goals, and that we're sitting close to 35, 34 shots on goal, so 38, excuse me. So knowing that we've got both those girls being competitive and getting that opportunity to make those stops, not that you want those, but doing a great job nonetheless, too. Good opportunity here, just shy. Golnick wasn't too worried about that one, though.
No. In fact, the Coach Rhodes even basically said, hey, Mira is great in goal. Goals against would be much higher without her.
Yeah,
He was quick to praise his goalkeeper. And we've seen really good play from her so far tonight and not even 10 minutes into the game.
Yep. Combination players, again, we want to make sure that everyone's paying attention to is you got number 12 up there for West. Gosick is one of those players that is making things happen. And we talked right here in regards to Fuentes is she's got that ball at her feet. She is that playmaker that they run a lot of things through, and you can tell, and only being a sophomore and having those roles is really key. That's the future ahead of you.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. West is about to set something up here.
Great run here. Those are those possessions you definitely want to make sure that you're getting a hold of. No connecting passes there, and again, that's one of those things too, as you're playing and going through those connecting passes when they're not there, you're wasting energy. You're putting somebody making a run when maybe they shouldn't have been making that run and that. So being useful and constructive with their time. Breakaway here. Good opportunity.
Stop.
Yes. Golnick doing her job again. Gosick there just not finding the back of the net and taking advantage of that one-on-one opportunity. We got Gray here competing from City.
Good challenge. Good challenge.
Yep, not giving up.
No.
Sanchez there with that, competing. Haran down the line for West. Sanchez keeping her there, keeping her on the side. Fuentes with that ball and find that delivery. Just a miscommunication there.
That'll be a throw-in for somebody. See what the call is. Looks like it's going to be City High's throw-in.
Yep. Find the feet of Torres right here. Really compact on the defense side, and again, I feel like there's a lot of standing and maybe not that communication that you'd want to have. This is where you got to find some runs. You got to create something.
Yeah, it almost, to your point, almost looks like the far side of the field, far quarter is pretty much where everybody is right now.
Yeah, they are. Substitution here. We've got Ellie Chen coming in here for Martinez going in. Can see some good runs here. Fuentes right there again.
We've got a hand. Or is that an offside?
Offside came first. Yep.
Okay, the offside came first.
Yep. Fuentes called up for that offside.
One way or the other, that's going back to City High. Oh.
Missed opportunity.
Just got away
there.
from her.
Yeah.
That'll happen.
And some of those simple mistakes, I think that comes from discipline and just understanding those. Every possession counts.
Well, and that's why, you know, I've been a victim of this myself, is when you just do the same passes for 20 minutes in practice and you think to yourself, I think I got this. And then you get into a game and you realize, oh, that's why they have us doing that all the time.
Yep. Goal kick down here. Again, just not finding those connecting pieces here for City right now.
Well, the ball did get to the opposite side of the field, and this is a good opportunity now for City High to put a little pressure on. I've got a count right now of 7 shots on goal for West and essentially none for City. So this is a critical opportunity for City to get in there and make something happen.
Yep. We got Mendoza trying to make something happen. Give that opportunity, that shot, just like you said. You got it down here, taking advantage of it.
Yep, she's going to be offside.
Yeah, that's one of those things. Again, she held back on that kick from the keeper. She stayed up with it, knowing that she was the last person. There was no second to last defender in front of her at that. And as soon as that ball came back, then from Mendoza, that was one of those things. She just didn't get even with the rest of the play.
Mm-hmm. That could have also just been a side effect of that play switching directions so quickly.
Yeah.
You know, you're trying to retreat, and then all of a sudden your offense has it, and you go from being in a legal spot, and half a second later, now you're in an offside position.
Yep. Communication here.
Nice
Chen
maneuver there.
doing a great job. I think it's one of those things, too. As you start to watch some of these girls play and just, you know, their head has popped up ahead or just right before they've received it, they know where they're going to go with it and know what opportunities they have. Who's on their shoulder, who's on the back, you know, their side. Where does that come from? Chen again with the ball at her feet, trying to find an opportunity here. Fuentes with it. She's going to battle.
I think this could wind up being a corner kick.
Sure is. Movement going on here and getting set up.
They're
Got a
wanting
quick
to take it quickly.
Yep. Fuentes drawing that defender there. Great shot. Finding someone in the backside with the header. No luck, but great opportunity there. Ball was sent in by Alex Held there. On the back side, I don't know if you could see it, Kai, but we got the City or the West boys walking down the street here, up from the school.
Uh-huh. Their game's going to come up right after the girls are done. I can't imagine there'll be much of a lull between the games, so hopefully they'll just dial it in and get going.
Yeah. Substitution here for West. We've got Hodge coming in here for Heineck. Or excuse me, Haran. Great player. She's been one of those that kept busy and did a great job there on the outside. Chen again with the ball. Trying to find an opportunity. Her and Fuentes moving that ball around. Fuentes' feet again. High next feet again. There we go. Big lofter.
Nice save. We saw one of those last week just sneak in right behind the keeper.
Yeah.
Judged that save really nicely there, and a beautiful, beautiful back-in-play kick-in right there.
Yep.
Now it's time for City to attack this. Goal to goal.
Quick ball in. Bad first touch on that one. Dangerous. Got to know where we're going to go with it. Good hustle play. Ooh. Again, that scramble play.
Yep.
Fuentes doing a good job keeping that burst, exploding off that first touch.
Here comes the West High offense.
Substitution here. Hodge coming in, trying to find him, make something of it. Again, another freshman on that field.
I think she thought she was going to break right, and she broke left with that pass there. I think that's what caused the turnover. But it's West ball anyhow.
Yep. West. Hodge with that throw. Finding Chen's feet there. Good move there.
Yep.
Rogers with that nice defending there.
Just shielded it just enough.
We got Ramos coming in for City, and we've got Carr coming in for City. Giving some nice breaks here. One thing I've noticed too, we've played a lot of the right-handed side here for West, and if I've noticed that, and I think that's one of those things. Start attacking the left side and challenge their opportunities have been more on the left. I would say stronger. Foul here.
It's going to be a free kick. This is for Alex Held. Well, we'll see who's going to take it.
To say, I feel like we got some little trickery happening.
Yeah,
here.
there's something going on, so disregard what I said. It's one of those two.
One of those twos. Fuentes or Held.
It's Fuentes or Held. One of the two are going to take it. No,
I don't think they know which one. They don't know which one's going to do it either. Good, strong kick right there. Got to attack that goal.
That's why you always follow those shots.
Yep.
You never know what's going to happen. Sometimes there's that quick bobble, and all of a sudden you can just punch it right through.
Yeah.
There we go. Good attacking there. City High is going to need to try and get a shot on this one here.
Torres with the ball, trying to keep it at her feet.
Second time I've seen her hand come up a little bit.
Yeah.
She might want to be careful with that.
She likes to use them.
Yeah. That could eventually result in a foul if
yeah.
you're not careful. So just heads up.
Yep.
I think folks on their side of the field were kind of hinting at that last time she was down.
Yeah. There we go. We're going to have a goal kick here for West. Again, seeing those combinations, you want to see connecting. You want to see some more communication happening and finding those opportunities. If it's at feet, if it's playing to space. But that's one thing. If you're playing to space, West is going to take advantage of their speed and their skill containing those.
Well, and those touches are so important to your point, because you think about 80 minutes of game time out here. You know, these athletes are going to touch the ball a total of 2-3 minutes maybe during the course of the game, and they just get these small 2 or 3 second opportunities. You got to make the most of those when they come by.
West throw in over here. Using their space. Staying with the left side. Carr there trying to with some footwork. Fuentes seeing what she's got. Again, she can body up with about anybody right now.
Yeah.
Big throw in here from the sideline. Fuentes taking that one. Fuentes again.
There we go. Nice pass in the middle.
Yep.
Oh!
Beautiful. Great stop. Got some amazing stops by Golnick. Fuentes again at her feet. That playmaker right there. Beautiful give and go. Great job by City. Offside. Great stoppage. Stops from the defenders.
Been very
Yes.
good. Been very, very good. Watching Golnick go in for essentially an attack on the ball, she misses that. That's a goal.
Yeah.
So that was an excellent, excellent defensive play right there.
Yeah, continuing to move and staying agile with a lot of pressure that's coming at her at once.
But there were 12 girls in that box down there.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Yep.
was going to get wild.
Got another offside. Get another wasted opportunity here with City of trying to know where that pressure's at, and as you can see, and as you pan out, you can see majority of that play that City goes on is that right-hand side, and there's so much opportunity here on the left, and forcing them to kind of make those switches is a key thing.
Just clarifying, I saw the assistant referee talking to the West High coach. It looks like she went over and back, so she was in an offside spot and then came back to get it. So the illusion was that she was on, but the problem was that she came back to get it, which is still an offside infraction.
Yeah.
So they were just having a good conversation down there about that.
Yep.
Making sure everybody knew what they were doing there. That's what we want.
A couple substitutions here came in. We had about 3 of them for West. Again, communication coming in strong. Again, a great challenge by both. Rogers with that.
Just led her a little too far in that pass, but that was a good position to be in, for sure, to take a shot.
Yep. Really compact right now and not using our space effectively. Kind of, again, switching those fields.
They're all far away from us.
Yep.
All of them.
And City needs to take advantage of this right now.
Yeah.
Spread that field,
Spread
make them
it
do
quick.
the move. Torres trying to find somebody, but again, nobody with her.
Quick West High throw in coming.
Yep. Lenz with that throw in. Hodge with that receive. Good pressure here. Rala, one of those subs that came in here. Fuentes finding the feet there of.
West is trying to get this in the middle of the field. I
They
can
are.
see what they're trying to do over here.
Yep.
And City has got that middle all blocked up, at least to the point where you're going to see a turnover in the center of the field. So
Yeah.
even just that kind of simple defense can, as you can see, stop any sort of scoring from happening.
Ramos trying to find some feet there. Again, good battle here. Good challenge here. Great defense. Great offense by both. Love to see that. Nothing catty.
Nope.
Just playing.
Little contact. It was, you can rest your arms on them, just
Yeah.
don't push them.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Again, West beaten to that first touch. Those 50-50 balls coming in. That is one thing that they want. They're able to take care of. Hodge here with that. Right back at her feet again. Finding Fuentes again. As you can see, so much plays coming in here. Great breakaway. Hodge trying to get her feet on that one. Golnick doing her job.
A great kick in.
Great settle here. Get it out. Find feet. Spread yourself.
There it is. Okay, watch down here to the, watch Parker Lenz here. She's going to be open down here. She's trying not to be offside. There's nobody on her down here.
No, it's
if this ball goes off to the screen to the right, you're going to see a goal.
Yep, offside again. Really got to time those runs. Hodge has got it. She sees it.
Yep.
It's just timing those runs a little bit more. Hold that a little if it's curved more. Find that not be so directional straight and make that curved run. Stall a little bit more.
We'll get some substitutions here in the next stop, it looks like, from probably both teams.
Good battle here in the defense.
There she is again.
Mozena trying to Hodge with that. Hodge and Lenz, they're both sitting pretty unaffected of being able to have some competition. Substitution here for West. We got Abus coming in, and for City we've got Hadzik coming in.
She's going to replace Willow Rogers for City High.
Yep. Hannah's dad is actually the Mount Mercy men's coach for soccer. Worked with Amir quite a bit.
She's going to be fun
friend
to watch then.
Yes. Great shot here on the outside. Again, that's what West wants. They are not scared of the distance to those goals. They want to make sure that they can have as many opportunities. We are still sitting at 0-0. I am quite shocked, honestly, with this. I think that's a testament of what City High has been able to continue to contain and doing a great job. That's why we play the games, isn't it?
Well, and it just seems to me like they're dialing in as best they can to try and get their basics executed as best as possible. We've had a couple turnovers, but they're playing very good fundamental soccer right here.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's all you need.
Very much so. 90%, I would say, we're down here. Maybe that's a little more. 85% has been down here on their defensive end, and Wes just keeps pushing it at them and trying to find something here. Hodge with that ball at her feet. Good battle.
More good defense down there. There'll be a West High throw-in coming.
Hodge with that. Ball at her feet. Good movement here. Fuentes trying to get it back out. Again, switch that field. Open up. Feet on the sideline. Create that space.
I just saw the ball go back, and I just went into an over and back call in my head. That's the wrong sport. Sorry, wrong sport. Almost said it. I have noticed that West has hung around here a little bit, and they're patient. They don't want to turn it over.
Yeah.
And they're eventually going to break their players loose down here.
Well, I think that's what you look at right here, how that space is and creating that space. Having that composure, having the presence of knowing, okay, I need to pull them out. I need to make them make decisions. Being able to keep the distance, force those decisions to happen, it's going to open up space.
Yeah, I think they realize that because they realize that City High is being pretty stingy down here. And, they're going to have to try and spread to get in there.
Hodge here with the cross, trying to find it.
Lenz is wide open by the goal.
What are we going with? Goal kick here. One of the things, too, as you look at the setup and how they are pushing and creating their lineup with it, you're going to see more of that upfront traditional one person staying a little bit higher in the forward spot, and a pretty strong midfield with more of an attacking mid and a defensive mid, too. With the defense side, you're sitting with three backs. They are confident with what they have, being able to move the ball, knowing that the three that are back there can work together. And that says a lot to the testament of the type of team that they are.
Going to get a goal kick restart here for West.
And having that patience, making those defenders pull. They want City to compact. That allows them to find those spaces on the outside. See those runs and holding those. trying to have that patience. Beautiful run here by Hodge.
That's just going to be a quick poke out of bounds. That should be West ball.
Abbas with that throw in there. Hodge doing a good job, continuing to battle. Good move it. Fuentes with that ball at her feet. Give it to her all day long, just left of her goal.
There was a little deflection in there. Bounced off of somebody from City High in there.
They're going to call a goal kick on this one.
Could have been an illusion, I guess.
I would have agreed with you on that one. Yep. Couple of substitutions here for West. We have Manzona coming in, and I did not catch who came in for City.
I believe it was Willow Rogers who came back in.
Okay.
Number 5.
Ramos with that ball at her feet, just can't quite contain. Got a little touch there by West. City's throw-in.
One of the coach notes about Willow Rogers is how much she plays. In her first year, really, really big factor in midfield, which is why we've seen her a lot there.
Rail.
But also, she got slightly injured last game, so that's probably why we've seen her come on and off a couple times already.
Rail with that shot there. Great opportunity. Substitutions. Here's that replay of that right there. Rahel just trying to find it just to the left. Yes, I think that's one of those, dang it, I wish I had that one back. Yep. Substitutions here that we saw for West are going to be Hennick, Thorne, Held, Gossick, and Haran. And we had City sneak one in there too. We got Gray back in there for her, for the High team, excuse me.
Quite the collision down there.
Yes, oh, good touch here. Gossick with one, finally found the back of the net. Good breakaway, did not give up on that. And that all started back with a potential clear from City that just was a clear out, had no idea where we're going, going back into traffic, and Gossick was right there, ready to go. See this touch here, good movement, bringing that defender out, unchallenged, honestly, when it comes down to it.
Well, and there was a little pile up there in that corner of the field too.
Yep.
Where we had 2 players go down, and they were in the process of trying to get back up, and so that may have also freed up a little space and maybe allowed just enough confusion window to her get in there and get that goal.
Yep. Those second chance opportunities of, just trying to clear a ball and get it out sometimes isn't the best option if I'm going back to the same way that ball just came from.
Yeah. And
that's exactly what happened with that. Good challenge all the way down here. Torres is getting a little questionable on that one, and she is getting a reprimand for that one. A little late on that, no reason for it. Ball's out of bounds.
And player was out.
Yeah.
I mean, the play was over. Yep, got to be careful with that kind of stuff.
West just working that ball, seeing what they have. Good turn there. Yeah, that's Chen on that backside.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Chen just staying with it. Some silly mistakes here from beautiful follow. There we go.
Haron with the goal.
Yes.
Wad Haron with the second goal for Iowa City West.
And way to hold and be patient. When you had that, Chen had some great moves on the outside, was able to have that shot come across, and again, Golnick doing a great job, just that deflection, not being able to keep that hands on it. So here's where it all starts in regards to it. Gossick with that shot, and beautiful follow. Beautiful follow.
That is exhibit A of why to follow your shot. and in that case, be there. be there too. If you were the defender, go ahead and attack it until that goalkeeper has full possession of it. Otherwise, it could go in.
Yeah, Golnick did a great job too. Again, give her
and
a lot
nothing
of
she
credit.
could do there.
No,
I mean, you already saved it once.
Yeah, and a hard shot. If
you know,
Gosick's coming at you, she's got 10 goals off the season already. I mean, those shots are not wimpy by any point.
No.
They're coming out strong. City High trying to find a burst here. I believe I said at 13 minutes we had 0-0, so they lasted quite a bit here with, again, 85 to 90% of the game being played on their defensive half of City High.
That's right.
Again, you got 3 West girls against 1 City.
Yeah, pretty
They're
well
everywhere.
positioned back there.
City's got to be a little more aware of where that front line is and who their key players are. Again, right here, back at her feet again.
That was the exact same thing that happened about 5 minutes ago.
Leaving those players unmarked that are dangerous up at that top is a defensive lack that communication's got to happen. You've got to have that awareness. Not saying it's got to be man-to-man every time, but being able to know where they're at on the field. If it's communicating and shifting and passing that person off to another person, but got to have that awareness. Those are key players that are making impact.
Ooh.
Hennick did a great job there, battling. Again, she's going all in and 100% effort with it. Great turn there. Good battle and staying up. That's one of those things we talk about too, is players just being strong.
Yep, absolutely.
There's nothing vicious about that. It's just having that strong presence and being flexed and being able to take that contact without falling down. And I think we can all attest, if you've watched any sort of professional and even college shoe. Good movement here by Hennick. Great pass in. Yep.
Little to the right.
Yeah.
Otherwise, right there.
Being aware, knowing what's available in front of you. Gosick wants that, and being able to know where she's at on the field. And Held, excuse me. I think that was Held that actually had that one. But knowing where those 2 players are, they're pretty impactful. But going back to the strength thing, being able to take contact is a big thing, and you will see that these West girls have bodied up really well, and I think some of those situations, that's what's allowed them to continue to contain and go on past it, where as a referee, you want that to play on if you possibly can. You want that to continue to happen.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be punished in regards to knowing that they might have been fouled, but continue to have those plays go.
Well, and then there's always the old keep playing, play on phrase, where we might even see something, and because everybody made it through the contact fine, you just let it go.
Yep. Lozena there with the ball, bringing that up. All central right here. Hennick with this touch. Can she find the back of the net? Just placement. Great stoppage.
Wow.
Golnick with I don't know how many saves at this point, but this girl has stayed busy and done some great saves. This would look a lot different with just a few of those finding the back of the net.
Even if she let 10% in,
Yeah.
this would be a 4-0 game.
Yeah.
Just figure that for a second. I mean, that was almost a blind save. You just turned and you were right there.
Golnick here trying to find it. Just keep shimmy and shaking here. Haran with the ball. Finding Hennick. Great give and go here. Haran crossing it across. No touches quite. Finding it there. Again, I'm talking about the West and having those opportunities. Those balls cleared out and the first ones to it. Those 50-50s, they're on it.
Down to the final 2 minutes here of the first half. West is probably going to try and get in another one here. The way they're operating, they're looking for somebody in the middle right now.
Yep. Haran not battling, not giving up, keeping the pressure there. Be careful with this one, trying to get it out.
I like that. I think this is going to be a free kick for City.
Yes, it is.
Whenever you get 2 hands up and you push them off their mark, we've gone away from playing the ball.
See if City can have some positive impact on this one. Again, first to the ball, we got West. Good movement there, great find. Hennick with that give and go. Beautiful way to come out. City's just shutting it down there.
You have to think playing these final 35, 40 seconds, just get the ball on the opposite side of the field right now.
Yep.
Just get it over there, and let's get out of here for the first half.
Stoppage here. Substitution for City. Mendoza coming in. Looks like Sanchez needs a little bit of break, just trying to catch her breath. Maybe got that ball there in the stomach. Trying to find her breath. Chen clearing that one out. About 20 seconds left to go here. That one's going to be on the field. Going to let this one right out.
That's it.
All right, we got Iowa City West with the lead, 2-0 over Iowa City High here at the Iowa Soccer Complex. We'll come back. We'll got some highlights and get ready to talk about the second half and what that's going to look like.
There you go. Absolutely.
Tonight's featured sponsor is I'm On Communications. You're watching Iowa High School Soccer on KCRG 9.2. All right. We are kicking off here for too long. We're going to have half number 2 here for the City High Iowa City West matchup here at the University of Iowa Soccer Complex. Beautiful field. Nothing more than beautiful grass that is kind of fun. You don't see many grass fields anymore that
I
look
know it.
like this.
A lot of different behavior than the turf we saw last week.
Yeah.
That's
yep.
for sure.
A little more give with in regards to it.
Exactly.
So we're going to check out some highlights from the first half here. When it comes to the standpoint of who controlled most of this game, we really saw Iowa City West doing a lot of composure and keeping that ball at their feet. Great movement continuing. Fuentes is a sophomore, and let me tell you, that girl is not scared of shooting from the outside. Downtown, anywhere, that foot skills, working it left and right, solid from both sides. And I think that's one of those things, as we will talk about too, is keeping her contained, knowing where those possessions are coming from and where those people are at. Hennick here, opportunity after opportunity for West. A lot of great saves that we've seen.
Yeah, Golnick's playing college level goalkeeping this evening for sure.
Yeah.
First
there was
goal.
Our first goal, yes, that came from Gosick on that one. Doing a great job. She is their leading scorer here with West. Again, that came from an opportunity, a clear out from City, and then West taking advantage of it. We've got to be ready to have those possessions, know where we're going with it. Can't play around with it at any point. Don't give them space.
More saves until you follow your shot. Wadharone did just that, and this is how this goal came through. The save was there, but she was just a little faster, and that's what got us to 2-0 right now. And you accurately mentioned we went nearly the first half hour of this game with 0 scoring. And City High has done a lot of good things on defense to try and shut this team down. I stopped counting shots on goal back at the 30-31 mark, and it was 8. So I'm thinking that West has to be up to 20 by now.
Yeah.
And that means Golnick saved 18 of them, or they've gone out of bounds. And she's responsible for this game not being 5-6-7-0 right now.
Yeah, she's done a great job. And that defensive side of things did a lot of great things, continued to contain, and that's one of those things that City High coach talked a lot about, and containing that outside backs, knowing that this game was going to test them with the abilities of what these girls have. A lot of great skills and footwork that's coming through, and being aware of that, that's going to be one of those key factors as we're going into half 2. Or going into the half here is knowing where those girls are at, shutting them down early, not letting them have those turns come about.
The City High team right now definitely has youth and some inexperience to it. Coach did mention the front half of the season. We talked about it kind of at the start of the broadcast. Been kind of tough competition, but I'd rather you play against tough teams and maybe not have the greatest record than roll over a bunch of teams, 10-0 every time and not really learn a lot. I think you actually learn a lot more by playing, pretty decent teams and coming out in the losing end than anything else. So, youth and inexperience is there certainly, but they've done a great job defensively this evening. I'd love to see if they can get a few more shots on goal here in the second half, though. Get something going on offense. They just a few shots would be great. Just something.
Yep, I would agree with that. So we'll get back here next. We are going to get ready for the second half to officially kick off here. Again, tonight's featured sponsor is Imon Communications. You are watching Iowa High School Soccer on KCRG 9.2.
Welcome back, everyone. We're going to be getting started here at the second half. Iowa City West versus Iowa City City High. West right now with the lead, 2-0. Players getting right back out there on the pitch. Looks like the referees are all set, so once we get this whistle blown, we're going to be going right at the second half. For those wondering about weather, a little bit to our southwest, but nothing here locally, so we play on.
And hopefully we continue playing. Yes.
And on. And maybe late. Who knows? It's all going to depend. You know, a lot of this thunderstorm stuff isn't about the rain. It's about the lightning. And so if we get one errant strike, that's going to be the issue. So so we will see as we go forward.
Yeah, we don't need 30-minute delays tonight.
Nope.
All right, we got City High will be kicking off and heading towards the south goal here at the University of Iowa Soccer Complex, with West going against the north goal here and taking that lead like they had the last 40 minutes. Good challenge there with Meade. Still battling, again, that strength and keeping that composure there. Great composure. Ramos with that pass out there. We got Eastfold coming out of the goal here, a little dangerous.
Saw that too.
Thorne battling there for West. Mendoza trying to keep it down here. Drake with the throw in here for City High. Good challenge there.
Oh, wow.
Gosick finding this one. Heineck going after it. 3-on-1. Not favorable there, but again, somebody that just bodies. Nothing malicious with it. Again, there's just a lot of strength and a lot of composure with it.
There was just enough there to prevent her from taking a shot.
Yes. Great pass back with Wad Haran finding Healed. They're open, and that's one of those things we talked about later towards the second half. Is the defense for City has got to be aware of where those players are at. You know, you're following and you're so focused on one side, but you've got to be able to see that broader perspective and know where those key players that want to have that shot outside.
And the one player that was close to her had just enough speed, just enough to prevent it, but that takes a lot out of you.
Yep.
You know, it takes several minutes to recover from something like that, so you don't want to do that too often.
Yep. Thrown here from Mazzona. Again.
Be a West throw in coming.
Trying to find that second layer there for that pass. Offside. I believe he's calling Blount offside.
Coaches are confused on that. I admittedly didn't see it. I think they were thinking it was deflected, but it doesn't look like it was. Call's going to stand as it is.
Yep. Again, West taking advantage, switching the field there. Trying to find Heineck on that one. Haran with that. Ooh. Beautiful run by Haran. She's been a really key player. I've enjoyed watching her and just kind of snakes away, gets into something, and doing a great job. Corner kick out of it.
You'll be watching her for a while. She's only a freshman. I don't know if you knew that.
Yes. She is, isn't she?
Just came out of junior high, really.
Yeah.
Think about it. So she's going to be here a while. She's got our second goal tonight, too, for Iowa City West.
Hale's going to take this corner kick for West. Watch the movement here in the box. Great placement here. Where's that second chance opportunity? Gosick trying to find. There we go. Healed.
Ouch.
Another opportunity again. Heineck again staying with it as well. Not giving up. Good movement here. Gosick with a shot. Great save by Golnick.
Good catch.
A lot of spin on this one. Great job of keeping your feet on the side. Again, that battle is good, and that's what you want to see.
That was a good, clean win right there.
Yeah.
It was right in front of us. There was no foul there. It was just good, clean defense, and got it taken away perfectly.
Chen battling it. I'd say get that ball out of our feet.
Uh-huh.
Zenna here. Chen trying to connect here with Heineck. One of those runs that Iran was already trying to make that move, maybe having those feet on the sideline, creating that space and allowing that run on versus, running back to it or whatnot. Good possession here. Martinez trying to find some feet. Chen, a lot of time and a lot of space, creating some opportunity here. Iran, great touches just around.
She goes again. She's going to take a shot. One of those two will.
Great pass back. I'd see the movement right here. And, yeah, Martinez trying to find that, maybe a little too much contact that wasn't quite expecting. Great run here by Ramos, trying to have that. Mazzona just battling.
Yeah, well done.
Mead with that possession. City's going to have to find those connecting passes. I don't think that run-on is going to work with any of the defense here. Very young defense, nonetheless, here from City or from West. 3 sophomores in the back line, holding the fort down and doing a great job. Great challenge here. Tanis with that one. Heineck doing what she knows best.
Getting things set up, beat the defender.
Movement. Keeping the possession, but, making that defender. Great run here by Harayan, trying to find somebody. Keeps working it back and forth and weaseled her way in. Beautiful.
Oh, boy.
And again, trying to follow it again.
Pile up down there in the goal.
Yes.
It's going to be
great opportunity.
Save. Wow.
Beautiful stop by Golnick.
Got to help her out now, City High. Somebody's got to get down there.
Mendoza on the run here with City, staying with it. Good decision here, finding that space, shifting the field. Great run here, Haran. I feel like she's the Energizer Bunny. She just keeps running and running and running.
Yeah.
Haran good with, again, this is where I'm talking about. Having Gosick here unmarked, giving her opportunities, I mean, that's dangerous.
Mm-hmm. That will come back to bite you.
Yeah.
If you're not careful.
Martinez getting an opportunity here.
Nice save.
Way to make sure that ball doesn't go over your head.
Yeah.
Heineck here trying to work around, working with Chen. Good distribution here. Heineck working on the left side, trying to find opportunity to cross across the 6-yard, and great clear by City.
Sometimes that's the best play.
Yeah.
Is just clear it at that point. You're safely out of bounds.
Regroup, right?
Regroup. That's sometimes the best thing you can do. Instead of trying to save it right there and getting it stolen, just kick it out.
Yeah. Substitution here, a much-deserved substitution for Haran. Coming out, great runs, doing a great job. Sophie Fuentes, again, one of those names we said early on. She is one of those gals that has been constantly involved. She's that playmaker. She's continually making things happen. She's coming in here giving instructions to her teammates, knowing what she saw here from the bench and what they can use. Beautiful corner here. City High is the only one that finally have a touch on it. It went a long ways with nobody on it. Fuentes with the ball here at her feet. Again, one of those gals that's going to battle and go in strong. Beautiful cross here.
Another great save.
Nothing for West. Yes, Golnick.
I think she's going to bring it out quickly here.
Mendoza trying to keep something.
Throw in here for Iowa City West. City High coming back. Substitution here. Substitution for City High is going to be Angela Torres coming in. Marley Ramos coming out.
Movement here. City High take advantage of this. Yep. God. Coming back to where everybody's at. I think that's one of those things I would reiterate. When I'm not having success with it, trying something new, switching that field might be a better opportunity for them. Create that space, work with the open space that they've got. Fuentes with the throw there. Great give and go here. Held with it. Martinez trying to find opportunity. Good shot here. Beautiful.
Heineck was out on the right side. She was right there too, so if that shot wasn't there and she'd gone to the right, they could have potentially had another shot on goal there too. As it was still a shot on goal.
Yep. Substitution here for City. We've got number 12, Delilah Valencia. This is one thing I didn't go to school for and figure these last names out in regards to it. Next game is going to be even harder on that.
Yes.
Doing a quick restart here. Reason is
I don't think we had everybody off the field quite yet.
yes.
Though, I mean, sometimes if they're going to be out of play, sometimes you can let that happen, but it's fine if you don't. It's fine to wait until everybody's off before you start it back up.
As a referee, I would take that to my advantage at some point.
Absolutely.
When I just wanted to make sure that I got my breather in.
Well, and sometimes the temperatures of these games get a little hot.
Yes.
And it does even
and
a
not the
5-second
degrees temperature, it's the personality temperature.
Yeah, even a 5-second break can help with all involved.
Yep. Great catch here by the City High coach. He took a few lessons from Golnick. Or maybe she took him from
He's
him.
hired. There you go. He's hired. Goalkeeper. Quick City High throw-in coming here, I would think.
Carly Drake with that throw in.
Nice quick in
Switch
there.
the field. This is where, again, we've just got to have that anticipation.
It was a really good look a few seconds ago.
It was.
It really was.
Fuentes going to battle hard on those. Mendoza.
Number 23, Heineck at the top of your screen. She's got the ball now. She's a little more wide open before, but she's going to find a way to get this thing to a teammate and possibly get a shot.
Her footwork just impresses me every time she's got that ball at her feet. Mendoza right here. Crossing it across. Beautiful Chen over here.
It's going to be a corner.
It will. Good decision for her to see that and let that ball go out. Take the opportunity of the corner. They've been known to do the short corner kick here, and that's exactly what they did. Yep. I would say out the box. I believe that's where we're going.
I believe so, too. I think the point of contact was just outside the line.
Yep.
She fell in the box, but the causation was outside. So I like the call there.
Causation. I feel like I'm going back to math class or science class. I don't know which one. All those things that you did and liked. I just like the business stuff. All right, get everybody set up. Watch the movement when it comes to this and seeing the movement you're going to see from City, or from West, excuse me. It was a dangerous decision to leave Fuentes completely open.
Well, and I can almost promise you, though, a direct free kick from that spot of the field is not practiced often.
Yeah.
Because it just doesn't happen. And so you almost have to kick it up. You're not going to see a side shot there because it's not going to go in. But, yeah, they left her wide open. It could have been a totally different story there, for sure.
Torres with the ball there. Just trying to find some opportunities there.
Yeah. We'll see if West might try and bring this ball back and reset slightly here. We'll see what they decide to do.
Gosick here with possession, continuing to move that.
There it comes. Now we'll see a settle and a reset.
Mendoza, Chen.
Nice passes.
Heineck just couldn't keep that ball at her feet. City High throw in here. Good challenge here by Mendoza. Heineck trying to find some feet. Fuentes over here. Good shot. Again, right or left, that girl's got it.
And it was a really good shot too. Goalkeeper made the stop, obviously, but it was a good, powerful shot in there.
Chen trying to settle that one. Mead with possession, switching the ball.
See if City High is going to try and run this down or not.
Back at it.
Yeah.
Fuentes off to the races.
A lot of running when you do that.
Calling offside. Good movement there. All started back from the keeper. And I think that's one of those things. Eastfold seeing that. She didn't have to have that ball at her hands. She played that ball back in, and Fuentes being ready to make the run just a little early.
Yep.
Holding that a little bit longer, you're off to the races. Held with the ball. Gosick trying to find something, the shake and the bake, and coming all the way in, trying to find the left corner. Right.
Wow.
To Golnick's hands. A lot of good opportunities here. Continuing to see those. Possession's been a majority down here on the attacking half for West.
City High's got to get this ball across the halfway line. Need to get at least some shots on goal down here.
Yep.
This is a good opportunity here for City High, no question about it.
Mendoza trying to make something happen here.
It's all right. I believe it's going to be a City High throw in. A chance to reset here. Large substitution. We've got 4 girls coming on for West, 2 for City.
I've got substitutions here coming in. We've got Lenz coming in for West. We've got Rala coming in for West. We've got, I believe I saw Chen coming in as well. And I believe Asai coming in as well. I don't think we've said that name yet tonight. Throwing here coming for West.
Oh, stay on it. Still in.
Still in.
Still in. Keep fighting, girls.
Yeah. Just never know.
You don't. Sometimes you think it's going to roll out. Until that whole ball crosses the line, we go.
Yep. Lenz here with the battle. Get another, I think she's, yeah, freshman. Beautiful movement
Yeah,
here.
love it. That says backspin on it. It's not going to go out.
Len's battling here, bringing it back. Good decision. Tana's trying to find that. Fuentes with the ball at her feet. Good play onto space right here, trying to find Len's. Little too much for her.
I wonder if she thought she might have just been a little bit closer.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you curl in from the left on that, and that play is totally different.
Halfway through here, the second half.
No additional scoring. If you're just joining us, it's been the same score now since halftime. There was really only about 10 minutes of this game that actually had any scoring. The 2 goals came really quick for West.
They haven't. The opportunities were of the plenty. Golnick did a great job of keeping the ball in front of her. Natalie Assay, number 22 here for West. Doing a lot of good movement here, keeping some possessions. Another thing is seeing how high that defense is for West. They're not giving them a lot of room outside of this and
none
closing any
as soon as they turn it over, the defense is already in position.
It sure is. Mead there with the challenge.
This is where City needs to run after that.
Those 50-50 balls is very much West has continued to be on that receiving end, and
they've won a lot of those tonight,
yeah,
for sure. And some of that could be inexperience as well. It's, you know, you're seeing it on a TV screen. Until you actually go out there, it feels a lot different. Even watching it on the sideline, you go, oh my gosh, I'm actually going in this game now.
Yeah.
It's just very different. And until you get, 5-10 games under you, sometimes it just feels a little weird.
Yep. Fuentes getting involved with that one. Great challenge there. Again, scooping that up, keeping that possession over there.
We have a player down here. I think we have a cramp.
Yep.
Just overheard by one of the teammates.
Yep.
This is about the same time this past Tuesday we had.
Yeah.
A couple of cramps going on.
Again, we've sat at those 80-degree marks, and we haven't had much of those this whole season. And now to finally play some solid soccer that hasn't included, wind gust and all that go in there too.
Yeah, we've had 2 in a row now without much wind.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's great.
That's just, if we can just get 2 without a whole lot of wind.
Yeah, this is Martinez going down with the cramping. She is up. Probably frustrated that she's got those. One of those things kind of preventable, keeping the hydration in, and that's what's key with athletes.
She'll come out for a while. She may be back in once she figures this out, but the good part with cramping is exactly right. You can get that treated, and just really uncomfortable when that happens. Yeah, you can tell she's some discomfort down there.
Yeah, it's all on the calf.
Mm-hmm.
The banana is awaiting her.
Yep,
she,
there it was. Peeled
the
for her and
sideline.
everything. Didn't even have to peel the thing. How about that for customer service? Now she's laughing it off.
Yeah. Hey, that's some service.
It is.
She might need a few of those. Good movement here. This is where we got to find some possession, get the ball at her feet. Everything is up in the air, up in the air, up in the air. Find feet, settle, contain.
Yeah, when it's up in the air like that, nobody can get a good handle on it. And trying to read where it's going to go is even harder.
Yeah.
When it's bouncing around and you don't have a good feeling for where it might go.
Yep.
I always feel at that point, either somebody settle it or kick it out. One of the two. Let's restart this thing.
Yeah, especially, and that's dangerous for West to be playing with it. I mean, it needs to be cleared out, and knowing the talent that sits up there for West and what they can contain, the footwork's there. Those opportunities are dangerous. There we go. Fuentes trying to find something. Gonna have a throw in here. Seen the backside of that picture. You got the boys warming up, and hopefully they're ready to rock and roll so we can try and get this game going.
Yeah, I would hope that they would try and expedite trying to get this game before we have any potential weather problems that could arise here tonight. But we'll see.
Rahal there with that turn and shot towards the goal.
Still just a 2-0 game. You know, the 2 goals that West had came, I believe, within 5 or 6 minutes of one another. It can happen. We've seen it happen. You know, City High gets a spark, and all of a sudden this game feels totally different.
Yep. Lens with the control there.
They're definitely fighting. There's no question. The defense has tightened a little bit. The offense, though, has got to get across that halfway line.
Held trying to find that opportunity there for Fuentes, and just not quite there. Like you said, it was about 13-minute mark is when we kind of noted it was quiet, and then things got busy again.
That's right.
Got to be there, got to be able to compete, put that pressure there.
All stuck in the middle here, too.
Yep. So compact right now. I think for both teams, that's trying to get that awareness of recognizing, hey, we're not using our space. Substitution here for West. We've got Sadie Abbas coming in.
Well, and part of it, too, you know, especially with such a wide field like this, you think of all the other sports that folks can participate in. And aside from auto racing, this is about as far away from a teammate as you get in sports, because in football you aren't that far unless it's a Hail Mary. I mean, you could feasibly be 60 yards from a teammate.
Yeah.
And you still have a wide open pass, and you're going to have to boot it, and you just have to trust that teammate knows you're there. That's the big thing about this sport, is it's such a wide, wide field.
Yep. And taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
Making those opportunities. Great play right in here. Got Natalie Assey coming in, Asai coming in, and again, making an impact. Making some good runs. Sophomore here for West.
City High reset here.
West, a little dangerous in that play.
Go with her now. Go with her now.
Mead trying to clear that ball out. Len's there with her. Mead again. Great give and go here by City. Corner kick. Had a little deflection there. See the City boys warming up in that picture. Good opportunity here for City to try and create something.
It's one of just a couple corners they've had all night. So let's just get something going here.
Looks like kind of a short corner here. Just trying to send it back in. Yep. Gotta connect. Fuentes seeing the opportunity, hold a little bit, create some opportunities. One's there. Ball there at Fuentes' feet. Good opportunity. Just not quite the run that she wanted.
Yep.
Ramos trying to create something for her team.
Didn't touch it. Still
Ball
play.
stayed in. Yep.
Here you go.
Mead looking to make that switch. Great ball here. Beautiful run in. Again, Golnick doing her job. Ramos looks a little gassed on this.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. All right, we got 2 in the middle now. See if we can't get the ball there in the middle and get a couple shots on goal for City High here. Reel it in, control it. Oh.
Nice try there.
Yep.
Lusala trying to keep that ball in. Got Lenz with the throw in here. Good movement here. Fuentes trying to create something.
Running out of field.
Finding with their left foot. Gonna have a throw in here for West. Large group here coming in for West.
About half the line is going to change out here. Getting some younger players back in here for West, it would appear, also.
All right, I've got Haran coming in. We've got Martinez. We've got Gosick coming back in. Thorne. And I believe Heineck came in on that one.
Yep. Coaches are probably thinking this is the closing set right here. This is the closing lineup to finish the game out. We'll see how many more times they choose to substitute, but we are down to the final 10 minutes here.
Moving that ball around. Again, really compact again.
Alex Held is right there, jumping up and down, trying to get that ball. She's in the middle of the field. We'll see if West gets it down to her or not. They might stay up top here.
Dangerous touch there.
Nice takeaway by
City
City
doing a
High.
great job. Mead with that. Mazzona. Good turn here by Gosick. Gosick with this run right here. This is what she wants. And that touch right over top.
Wow.
Oh, way to stay with it. Again, good opportunity.
Great stop. Corner kick coming.
Golnick never given up.
Nope. Slides down, blocks it.
Gosick, same thing too. Just continuing to battle and just
Here's a replay
have a
of
good
this.
touch
Nice
right
stop.
there. Seeing it, recognizing heads up play, and trying to have another opportunity and just getting a touch off that. Just getting a touch off the top of that.
Yep.
Fuentes with the shot right there. I think they thought that ball went in. Again, another crossbar situation. Heineck trying to find an opportunity to turn those hips. Yes. Again, play after play after play. A lot of heads-up play that is coming from West and in regards to this, and kind of leaving City High on the heels of their feet.
Shot after shot down there tonight.
A true testament, though, to City High with everything that they've done and the amount of pressure that
Staying
they
with them.
do. Yeah.
Staying with them really, really close. You know, real tight.
Again, on paper, it doesn't look like there's much to it, and, you know, you would think that West should have had more, but
that's why we play.
Yeah.
The records aren't everything. That's why we play. Everybody's entitled to have a terrific day, and everybody's entitled to have a questionable day.
Yeah.
And you don't know when that day is going to be, even though if you're an athlete, you think you know, but you don't know. Oof.
West's gonna clean up on some stuff here, and I think that's one of those things that, you know, you have some simple little mistakes and how quickly those situations can change too. City doing a great job recognizing, just not delivering and where that needs to go. Contain some of those passes and opportunities that they have. This is where I kick it out to the left side. Good decision here. Create that space. Work up together. You've got to have some supporting cast, though.
Yeah, need more than one out there because you're 4-on-2 right now. And that's what's usually the – oh, got her out of it.
Contain, yes. Good movement. Where's the rest of it? Rogers with an opportunity here. Torres with that. Good follow. again, we just talked about that. A little opportunity can go a long ways and not backing down. Overjudging that one. Again, Mendoza going after it.
Still need help, though.
Yep.
She can't do it all by herself.
Torres
Need
gotta
more
give her an
offense
opportunity.
down there.
A lot of standing once that ball happens, and I call that we're not watching TV. You got to be active.
I think we're getting tired here. 6 minutes to go. I'd be tired.
Seeing this, moving the ball. Keep working it around.
See that City High defense starting to slide back a little bit here.
Haran, Mendoza here at the feet. Haran again. Attacking this middle where I would, again, use her outside.
There
Good
it
movement
is.
here.
Ah,
Stay in it.
nice move.
I don't think Mendoza's got anything left in her gas
I
tank
know,
right
I
now.
was saying that.
She is super tired.
She's been out there a long time.
Yeah.
I haven't seen her come off very often.
Haran with a good touch here into space, maybe a little too much. West throw in. We got substitutions. For West, we've got Tanis coming in with Chen. And then we got Gray coming in here for City High. Coming in for Mendoza. She just looks like she's been a little sore here. Good minutes from her.
Yeah. Throughout the course of this game, I also really enjoy how both coaching staffs are conducting themselves. Extremely positive and encouraging from the side, regardless of what's going on the field. I've always thought that's more effective than anything else. They've done a nice job tonight.
They sure have. Fuentes with this throw in. Goal kick. Another round of substitutions here. We got Hodge coming in and Held coming in.
Clock should stop on this as well.
That it should. That's what he's hollering at. Good movement here from Hodge. Oh, idea there for that give and go.
We have one more shot here, possibly. That's probably going to be a corner kick, I believe.
Yeah, sure is. Watch
They're
this.
going to go quick.
I thought they were. City has
Never
this
mind.
figured out.
Yeah, City High was right there.
Yeah. Telling her to back up. Gray would like to be involved, but she can't.
Back up a little bit. 10 yards is the rule.
Good opportunity there. Woo! Everybody kind of stood there. and
Yeah,
watched
that
it.
was like slow motion.
Yes, it was.
like, oh.
There was a lot of backspin on that ball. Getting a little boom ball. Heineck here with possession. Again, good strength here. Continuing to battle. Heron trying to go after it.
All right, City High, let's move that ball. Love to see one more shot on goal for City High tonight if we can.
Good challenge there with Heineck not backing down.
If City High comes out of here holding West High to just 2 goals, that's a good night.
I would agree as well.
That's a great night. They should feel really good about that, I think.
And like you had said earlier, you know, having the ability to play some of these tough teams fairly early Good run here by Gosek.
Oh, what's the decision? Oh, she took it. There we go.
Again,
Didn't know how that was going to play out.
Golnick doing her job.
Here we go. There
Great
we go.
here, trying to find something. Dangerous there with Mead. Get that ball out. Switch that field if we need to.
Clean steal there.
Yep. Hodge with the ball at her feet. Good patience. Way to keep that ball at your feet.
I think she got stepped on. That's Malia Lasula. I think she got stepped on there.
Haransian with
Walking
a
it off.
great touch there. Beautiful. Little too high over the back.
Powerful kick, though.
Yeah. And she's a tiny girl.
Yeah.
Substitution here for West. We've got Rahal coming in.
It's Fuentes coming off. Guessing she's done for the night.
Yeah, talk about the history of this matchup, nonetheless. I think that's one of those things that kind of gets fun, too. This is a pretty competitive matchup. So for the last 15 years, West has controlled the whole series in regards to this matchup. And I think I said 15, actually, since 2011 here.
That's
that
right.
They've been playing that. Okay,
You're
15.
good.
There we go. All right. I was
You're
trying to
good.
do math, and math wasn't
You
math.
got it.
So, again, we've had Iowa City West control majority of this. We've got City High with 5 of those wins here since 2011. And keeping busy. I guess I should say that there are years where they might play each other twice within a season. So that's why they're seeing that 13-5 record for this matchup consistently. 2024 was the last win for High. Last year, West did come away with a win on this one. City High with a breakaway here. I love this. Oh, bad first that touch to try and get that out. She saw it.
Back.
Yep.
She wants that back. It was just a miss. That's all it was. One of those deals.
Ramos trying to find something. Mosina trying to dangerous move here. Do the outside. Good turn here. Keep that possession, Mead. There you go. Held. Trying to find her teammates here. Mead again with the ball. And that's it.
Final few seconds. Wind down. No scores in the second half.
Yeah.
Nothing's the final.
Like you said earlier,
Good
I think
game.
this is one of those where City High has to really hang their hat on this and know that they had a really good team with it. Iowa City West is coming in with, a solid record of 5-1 with some good wins under their belt and continue to be probably one of those teams we'll see later in the postseason. So knowing that City High came in with a 1-4 record, yes, they're going to go to 1-5, but don't shy away from them. I think that is one of those things that is going to be a key factor with it. So excited to see where this comes and where this continues to happen, where they both find themselves in the postseason.
Well, and this is one of those games, too, especially when you're talking about rival schools in the same town. The records, just throw them out the door. Yeah, you have to be thinking City High was thinking that. It's like we're not going down 6-0 tonight. We're not going down 8-0 tonight.
Yeah.
We're going to play to win this thing, and if we do go down, it's not going to be by much. And I think they definitely proved that tonight. No doubt. It was a great game to watch.
Yeah, Golnick kept them in that game consistently when it comes to it. So, some of the highlights as we're going to see here with it, a lot of credit goes into what she's continued to do and keep it. Again, I would say we probably paid more of that half on the attacking half here for West. And save after save, we saw that happen from her.
Yeah, nearly all the action was right in front of us or just to the left. It was down here on the west side of the field. There was the first deflection and the save.
Yeah. Again, great opportunities, great heads-up play. That's what you want to see from a keeper is consistently had that head on a swivel and not let that pass her. And a great defensive effort on all of those guys, and I think that's one of those things that we talked, containing those outside backs and having those delivery of those opportunities. Some of those, I know Wes wants them back, try to find some corners a little bit better than where they were.
I go back to the coach's note from earlier, how much Golnick keeps him in these games.
Yeah.
How much more goals against they would have without her in there.
Yeah,
I think the whole team knows that too.
I would agree. We'll get, again, Fuentes, sophomore, coming in and making a huge factor for this team, and that's what they wanted to see. They were kind of complaining here, and then we have another opportunity that comes back for that second opportunity, hitting the crossbar, right back out. Again, nothing came from it. A lot of luck with some of those situations, but great defense by City High tonight.
And that one shot that they thought may have gone in, it landed on the line, didn't fully break the plane, thus it was not a good goal. So it's a good call to keep playing.
Yeah. We're going to get an opportunity to see West girls again later here in May. Excited to see that. And before we know it here, we got see the guys warming up. Kai, hopefully this weather holds out for us.
I think they're trying to go quick. There is a little shower to our south, but the closest lightning is bound by Sigourney. So let's hope. Hopefully they can get it going. We'll say goodbye to you for this game. We'll see you right around the corner here for the next game. Tonight's featured sponsor is Iamon Communications. You're watching high school soccer on KCRG 9.2.
Habit we never skip. To clear our minds and elevate our performance. But what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health. Maybe you surround yourself with positivity. Or you need to center yourself. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body. It's about taking care of your mind and mental health. Discover the resources you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Some people judge a book by its cover, and if you're not what people are looking for, you're kind of like a reject.
School, it feels like everyone's staring at me and I'm just kind of not really a person.
It just feels hard today. Nobody was listening to me.
Try to understand me more, and I'll try to do the same.
Listening is a form of love. Find ways to support your kids at soundidouttogether.org.